Ever notice how you can play video games for 6 hours straight without even thinking about it, but studying for 30 minutes feels unbearable? That's not laziness. It's not a lack of discipline. It's because your brain has a difficulty setting, and right now it's cranked up to hard mode. Your brain is making hard things feel harder and easy things feel effortless. And the worst part, you didn't do this on purpose. It happens slowly, without you noticing. Every time you choose TikTok over your goals, every time you chase quick dopamine instead of real progress, you're turning that difficulty dial even higher. Productivity feels painful. Focus feels impossible. Motivation disappears. But here's the good news. Once you understand how your brain's reward system actually works, you can flip the script. You can make hard things feel easier. You can stop fighting yourself. And you can train your brain to want to do the work. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to reprogram your brain so discipline becomes automatic instead of exhausting. If this finally explains why you feel stuck, hit the like button and subscribe because I break down the neuroscience of motivation in ways that actually help you change. Let's fix your broken difficulty setting. Here's what's really going on inside your brain. There's a chemical called dopamine, and it's basically your brain's motivation currency. Dopamine doesn't make you happy. It makes you want things. It decides whether something feels worth doing or not. Now here's the key detail most people miss. Dopamine doesn't work in just one place. It shows up in different areas of your brain, and where it shows up completely changes how you behave. Research shows that people who push themselves and take on hard work tend to have higher dopamine in the parts of the brain tied to reward and motivation. On the flip side, people who avoid effort tend to have more dopamine in areas linked to emotion, fear, and risk. Same chemical, different locations, totally different outcomes. That's your difficulty setting. When dopamine hits your brain's reward centers, hard work actually feels exciting. The challenge becomes the reward. But when dopamine is concentrated in your brain's risk centers, effort triggers stress and avoidance. The exact same task suddenly feels overwhelming. So how did your difficulty setting get screwed up? Easy dopamine. The apps on your phone are designed to flood your brain with it. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, every scroll gives you a dopamine spike. Neuroscientists call this a dopamine hijack. Think about it. Video games reward you every few seconds. Level up, achievement unlocked, new gear, constant dopamine with almost zero effort. Your brain loves that. It's basically an IV drip of motivation. But here's the catch. When you get dopamine from effortless rewards, your brain starts changing how it evaluates effort. It becomes obsessed with the payoff and allergic to the work required to get it. Your brain recalibrates. The baseline shifts. Now, normal tasks, studying, reading, working, can't compete with the dopamine fire hose coming from your phone. So studying feels painful, not because it's harder than before, but because your brain is comparing it to the instant dopamine waterfall of scrolling. Without realizing it, you trained your brain to expect motivation to be easy. And when something requires sustained effort, your brain labels it as not worth it. Difficulty setting, maxed out. That's why you can binge Netflix for 8 hours but struggle to read a book for 20 minutes. It's not the activity, it's the dopamine gap. One gives you constant micro rewards. The other makes you wait. Your brain isn't broken, it's just optimized for the wrong inputs. And every day you chase easy dopamine, you're making it harder to do the things that actually build your future. The high-bias, low dopamine trap. Let me break this down clearly. Here's what high dopamine and low dopamine activities actually look like, and why one of them is quietly wrecking your potential. High dopamine activities give you instant gratification with almost no effort. Social media, video games, junk food, porn, binge-watching shows. These hit your brain fast and hard with zero resistance. And here's something most people don't realize. Your brain releases dopamine before the reward, not during it. The anticipation is the payoff. Every time you pull down to refresh your feed, your brain dumps dopamine hoping something good pops up. Elevated dopamine pushes us to chase rewards and stay engaged. But this is where the trap snaps shut. Every dopamine spike is followed by a crash. And over time, those crashes lower your baseline. Now you need more stimulation just to feel normal. That's dopamine desensitization, the same process behind drug tolerance. Low dopamine activities are the opposite. They require sustained effort before the reward. Studying, working out, building a business, writing, creating, having hard conversations. Nothing happens right away. You have to earn the payoff. So when a brain trained on instant hits looks at these tasks, it panics. The effort feels massive. Not because the task is harder, but because you're trying to run a motivation system optimized for instant rewards on something that demands delayed gratification. And it gets worse. Research shows people develop a love for challenge when they're rewarded for choosing hard tasks, not just for finishing them. But you're doing the reverse. You avoid the hard thing, then reward yourself with high dopamine distractions. You tell yourself, I'll just scroll for 5 minutes as a break, and then wonder why getting back to work feels impossible. You just flooded your brain with easy dopamine. Now the hard task feels even less worth it. It's like eating a massive dessert and then trying to convince yourself vegetables taste good. Your taste buds are shot. Your motivation system works the same way. Here's the brutal truth. Every minute you spend on high dopamine activities makes low dopamine activities harder. You're not just killing time, you're training your brain against your future. The same chemical that gets you hooked on instant gratification apps is also the chemical that helps you value effort and growth. But it can't do both at once. You're either training your brain to crave easy rewards or training it to find satisfaction in hard work. Every choice is a vote. Every time you pick your phone over your goals, you're choosing who you become, someone who can do hard things or someone who can only do easy ones. Why your brain chooses easy over hard. Every time you think about doing something, your brain runs a quick calculation. Is this worth the energy? Is the reward worth the effort? And right now, that calculator is broken. Dopamine directly affects this mental cost-benefit analysis. It shifts your focus away from how hard something is and toward how rewarding it feels. That's why ADHD medications work. They don't make you smarter. They change how your brain values effort. When your dopamine system is working the way it's supposed to, hard work actually feels good. The challenge itself triggers dopamine. Studies in animals show that when the effort required for a reward increases, or when small obstacles are added, dopamine release increases in brain regions tied to motivation. Read that again. More effort, more dopamine. That's the natural design. Hard things are supposed to feel rewarding because they're hard, but modern life has flipped that system upside down. You've trained your brain to release dopamine only for things that require no effort at all. Artificial rewards, scrolling, notifications, instant entertainment, have overridden the natural reward structure. Here's how that plays out. Your brain looks at study for an exam and calculates high effort, delayed reward, uncertain payoff. Then it looks at check Instagram and sees zero effort, instant reward, guaranteed dopamine. From a chemical standpoint, the decision is obvious. Your brain isn't being lazy. It's being logical based on the data you've fed it. You've taught it that easy dopamine is always available. So why would it choose the harder path when the easier one pays better? This is why willpower keeps failing you. You're not battling laziness. You're fighting your brain's reward prediction system, and that system is insanely powerful. It evolved to keep you alive. For most of human history, wasting energy was dangerous. The people who conserved energy survived. But we don't live in that world anymore. The danger isn't starvation or predators. The danger is mediocrity, stagnation, wasted potential. And your brain doesn't recognize those threats. It's still running ancient software in a modern environment. So when you try to force productivity through pure willpower, you're fighting millions of years of evolution. And you'll lose every time, unless you change the system. How to reprogram your difficulty setting. All right, here's how you actually fix this. This isn't motivation talk. This is neuroscience. Follow this process and your brain will start making hard things feel manageable again. Step 1, dopamine reset. For 24 hours, cut out high dopamine activities. No social media, no video games, no junk food, no binge content, no easy rewards. Your brain is going to protest. Let it. That discomfort is the recalibration happening. During this window, you're resetting your dopamine baseline. You're teaching your brain that instant rewards aren't always available. The brain doesn't understand external rewards. It only understands chemical associations. This is how you rewrite them. Step 2. Stop trying to make hard things fun. When you start working on difficult tasks, don't soften them. Don't add music, snacks, or quick rewards. Let hard work feel hard. Your brain needs to relearn that effort itself is valuable. Research shows people who are rewarded for choosing difficult tasks, not just completing them, develop a long-term preference for challenge. So give yourself credit for starting, not just finishing. Step 3. Eliminate escape routes. Put your phone in another room. Delete the apps. Turn off notifications. Every source of easy dopamine is an exit your brain will take the moment things get uncomfortable. If your brain knows TikTok is an option, it will choose it. Every time. Remove the option and your brain adapts. It starts extracting dopamine from the work itself because there's nowhere else to get it. Step 4. Do the hardest thing first. Front-load your difficult tasks early in the day before your brain starts craving stimulation. Willpower is highest in the morning. Use it strategically. Simply telling yourself you're moving toward a meaningful goal boosts dopamine, and that's fully under your control. Use your morning mindset to frame the day as progress, not punishment. Step 5. Design small wins. Break big tasks into small steps. Not to make them easier, but to create more frequent dopamine hits from progress. Checking off milestones activates the same reward circuitry as completing major goals. But here's the rule. Don't reward progress with high dopamine distractions. Finishing a study session and then scrolling YouTube resets the system. The work has to become the reward. Step 6. Train delayed gratification on purpose. Choose harder options deliberately. Not because you have to, but because you're training your brain. Pick the tougher workout. Read the more challenging book. Take the path that requires more effort. You're literally rewiring neural pathways. Every time you choose hard over easy, you strengthen the circuits that make effort feel worthwhile. More effort equals more dopamine in motivation-related brain regions. Use that to your advantage. Step 7. Protect your baseline. Once your dopamine system resets, guard it aggressively. Schedule high dopamine activities instead of letting them leak into your day. 30 minutes of social media at night, not scattered throughout the day, not as a reward, just a controlled indulgence. This isn't about turning yourself into a productivity robot. It's about taking control of your brain's difficulty setting. You want to be able to do hard things when it matters, not only when you feel motivated. And here's what happens if you stick with this. After about 2 weeks, hard things start feeling normal. After a month, they start feeling good. After 3 months, you'll seek out challenges because your brain has learned that effort is where the dopamine lives. You're not just changing habits, you're changing your brain's reward system. Not through willpower, through real neurological reprogramming. Closing your brain's difficulty setting isn't fixed. It's just calibrated wrong because for years you've been feeding it easy dopamine. But now you understand what's happening, and now you know how to fix it. The choice is straightforward. Keep chasing easy rewards and watch hard things feel harder and harder. Or reset the system and become someone who actually thrives on challenge. This isn't motivational fluff. This is neuroscience. Your dopamine system can be retrained, but only if you do the work. Only if you cut off the easy rewards and force your brain to relearn that effort is satisfying. If you're serious about changing, prove it. Like the video, subscribe so you keep seeing content that actually helps you improve. Then close YouTube and go do the hardest thing on your to-do list right now, before your brain finds an excuse.